Hey, what's going on, y'all? We are here for Let's Talk About It. We are getting ready, y'all, to meet the C Circle, our special guest today, guys. The C Circle, y'all, have been on fire the last month, you guys, the last 3 to 4 weeks, especially. They've been at it, going strong in these YouTube streets, and we are so proud to be able to have the C Circle here with us today. But before I get there, guys, there's 21 people in the house, and I just want to do a quick shout out to those that have walked in. Cowgirl ASMR, Marco Seats, Nightbot is given the right channel today, guys, not like the last time. We have, I saw Naisha Mays in. Miss Sugar, how you doing, sweetie? Vicky, Miss Sugar, y'all. I have not had a chance to comment on her channel, but she is off the hook. She is hilariously funny. She cracks me up. Vicky's World, what's going on, sweetie? John Ton Eats, what's happening? Christina and D, are y'all ready for that challenge that you're going to represent for us on the 6 biscuits, guys? Listen to this. Christina and D going to do a challenge called the 6 biscuits with no water and no honey. Popeye's biscuits. I know she ready. Una Poco Loca is back, guys. Let's welcome our sis back into the mainland. Hope things are going well. Miss Newtons is here with us as well. Oh my God, we are so ready, guys. Chris from the C Circle is in the house, chatting up with everybody here in the house as well. MRTV, Jeremy, what's going on? What's going on? Lele Hearts, Bradford TV, I appreciate you. For Food Sake ASMR, what's going on? Is it Sakina all in one? I got you. What's going on? Welcome. Queen Cash, what's going on? Rich Benares, my brother, what's happening? Dancing, eating them Jabritos. Southern Belle, what's up, Twan? Yvette, congratulations on your 1K again. J Dog, what's happening? Matt and Eric, how are you, Matt and Eric? Great to see you guys. Thanks so much for coming into the live today. So, I want to share a little bit of a story, guys. As I mentioned, when I first started this YouTube channel, my game plan was to visit people, ring their, or we catch each other and we follow one another, and to catch people in their lives and try to get to know them. So what I did with the C Circle was, of course, we met on a growth stream, hit their red button, and then hit their bell notification. And guess what happened? They started a live. It was their first live, and I walked into their live, you guys, and they were so fun to be with. One of the biggest things that I noticed was their relationship. And as you and C will tell you that she's she's the exuberant one and Chris is the quiet one. But when they get together, they have this energy, they have this fusion about them, that you can't not be in love with. There is this energy between the two of them, and I don't know if it's their soul connection, I don't know if it's their love connection, but there's this fusion that happens when the two of them are together. So whenever they do their vlogs or whenever they go live, you can feel that fusion between the two of them. And I do want to recognize that that is truly the case. Last night, we did our show prep. And you guys, ideally, I do my show prep and say 15 minutes, here we go. Y'all, we was doing a show prep for about an hour and 15 minutes. And like, we could have, just like my 3 and Me, when I had her on, I could have just turned on, the live, and we could have went live. It's just, it was so great to get to know them on a different level, and have an actual conversation face to face, virtually, about who they are, what their life is all about. And so I'm so excited, you guys, that we have the C Circle here. You guys, if you don't know already, they did hit their 1K a couple of days ago, and they shared with me a couple things that they are planning for it. Little booty matters. Pam and Jamie's world, little booties do matter, y'all. I'm a big boy, but I got a little booty. So is y'all ready to see the C Circle? If you are, hit that one, because we are ready to bring them right in. If y'all are ready, hit that one. Come, we got 20 people in the house. Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate you guys being here this early evening. All right, we got ones coming on board. We are going to bring the C Circle on right about now. Are y'all ready, C Circle?
We are ready.
The C Circle's in the house, y'all. Y'all don't know how exciting. Y'all don't know how exciting it is to have the C Circle in the house, you guys. And
Niley
I
just can't resist but being a camera today, guys. She won't let us be, so we're gonna put baby in there too.
that's all right. And she is a beautiful little girl, and she has so much personality. You have to have
Say
her on
hi,
camera.
everybody.
Hi. Isn't she so sweet?
Hi, Johnston Eats. What's up, Lele Eats? Xena and D, Miss Sugar. How y'all doing?
we're
Thank you
excited to
all
have
so
you.
so much for coming. We really appreciate it.
Yes. Yeah, we thank you guys for coming aboard. Some of you guys are on the East Coast. It's 10 o'clock at night, and some of you guys Central and Mountain Time. And of course, we're here on the West Coast where it's still kind of sunny and warm out here. So we're
Oh
still
yeah.
kind of enjoying it. So we appreciate you guys being here from across the country and getting to meet the Sea Circle. One thing I could say, guys, as I'd mentioned a little earlier, is just how much fire they've been on. In these YouTube streets. They are walking into streams, they are greeting people, they're saying hello, they're not snobs, they're connecting with people.
He said
They reach out to big channels, they reach out to growing channels. Y'all, there's something I learned last night that I'm like, yes. That they reach up to growing channels, and they all we work together to bring each other up, and they are fire when it comes to that. The networking that the Sea Circle does in the YouTube streets, in the newer community that she builds, has been so uplifting and inspiring for a lot of us. And I said something yesterday. I said, y'all, you inspire people. She's like, I really do. I do. And I said, yes, you do. Absolutely. You can ask anybody that follow you. You certainly do inspire people. So I am excited to have them here. Let's get into some questions. If y'all have any questions on the chat, I got a couple questions I want to ask. I know the chat is hot when it comes to questions, so we are ready to ask some questions from the chat side. But here, let's dig into a couple questions that I thought about. Hey, JC Boozart, what's going on? So,
Let's
first
get
question
it.
is
I'm ready.
the first question is, and a lot of people have asked, and you've done this in your intro. You actually do it in your about page when you talk about what does the Sea Circle mean.
Okay. So let me just start by saying, me personally, when I want to do something, I dream about it. It comes to me in my sleep, and the name came in my sleep. I wanted to do YouTube. I've been telling Chris for about a year, like I want to do YouTube, but I'm scared. I don't want people to judge me. I don't want people to talk trash. I'm not ready for that. I don't look the same anymore after the baby, like, but I want to do it. I want to do it. I want to do it. And he's like, just do it. Just do it. So the Sea Circle came in my head, like, okay, babe, I want to do a channel that is about us as a family, and then I also want to bring in our circle of family and friends so that everybody can get a slice of our life. So my name is Serena. If everybody don't know what my name is, it is Serena, but I go by C on the channel because just it's short and sweet and it's easy to remember. And normally when I say my name is Serena, people think that it starts with an S because of the tennis player, but no, 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 hunty. It starts with
It's a
a
C.
C. It starts with a C. And then it's Chris, obviously. So that's where the C came in.
Christian.
Well, Christian is his full name, yes. So that's how we got the C Circle. I want y'all to meet my circle of family and my circle of friends, and I want you to get to know Chris and C.
I love that story, and I'll tell you something. Something you said to me yesterday in our pre-show when we talked about the slice of the Sea Circle. Everyone is a piece of the Sea Circle, and tell me more about why you use that terminology, slice.
Because I feel like you can only show so much of yourself on the camera. You can't really dig deep. Like it's not like the same as if you were in person. Like, oh, come on, let's go and let's go out and let's have some fun. Like y'all can't do that with us. So we trying to give y'all just a little slice of it, and maybe y'all want to come back for the whole pie. Meet us in person and see what we got going on in real life. If y'all ever want to travel to LA or we travel to y'all,
come and get some of these toppings. We got extra short.
right?
You know what the dealio is.
And every slice is going to be
Only
different in the Sea Circle pie, huh?
right. Every slice gonna be different. You don't know what you're gonna get. It's gonna be mystery for real.
Nah, really though.
We have a question already from Cowgirl ASMR. Question: was Chris hesitant at first about being part of the channel?
What was your question?
Were you hesitant at first about being a part of the channel?
I actually was and it wasn't about me thinking of the success. It's because of how I am now. Like I'm not as energetic as her, so I was hesitant at first, but I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna try to do something different and not stick to the norm. I'll go ahead and join in. Might as well. Especially if you're enjoying it, I could just feed off of that. You know, so
Yeah.
I'm just doing what I'm doing. You know, being myself, and you know, just seeing how it goes.
Our whole relationship is based off of me getting Chris out of his comfort zone. That is where our relationship started from. Me being like, boy, you gonna do this. We gonna try this. Like we
Yeah.
gonna get this right. Like you can't just say no. You gotta see how it is first, and then if you want to say no, then you say no. But you can't just say no and not give it a shot. You know.
Right.
So we've been. That's just how our relationship has been from day one.
It almost feels like you guys met for a reason. You guys meet in the middle in a lot of things, in a lot of
Yeah.
things, and the beauty in the relationship is that you guys are able to live in the middle, and be comfortable with that. Because some couples don't
Majority
have
of the
that.
time.
But majority,
Majority of the
Not
time, you
always,
guys
it
hear
ain't
that?
always sugar, honey iced tea, but majority of the time, yeah, we able to come and meet in the middle with
yeah,
things.
and
Good.
it's been really good.
I don't want to miss out on some of the comments here, guys. It says for food's sake says for food's sake ASMR says I love that story. Queen
Thank
Cash is saying
you.
so cool. Marianne Roger, hello Sashay, hello, welcome, welcome. Everyone is saying welcome here. Everyone is saying shout out. Let me see
Thank
if
you.
I'm
Thank you.
Welcome everyone.
want to make sure. Hello,
Yeah,
C.
let's
Hey,
not. I
C
don't want you to
Circle.
get behind in your comments.
No, I know.
Honey,
We could
honey.
easily
Hey,
do
Miss
that.
Diaz.
Yes,
I
honey,
love her.
honey. Miss
Honey,
Diaz.
honey.
My
Yeah,
next
she's
month, y'all, I'm
dope.
starting a new show that's gonna be outside of the mukbanger stuff, and it's gonna be on other channels that do other things. And so we'll be bringing on Miss
Okay.
Diaz on that show.
Yes, that's what is up. We love the fact that you have these ideas to just broadcast and show off channels and let people really get to know how everybody is from a different standpoint. That's a great idea and it's very genuine of you to do that. Like you
It
have to take time out your day and you not just focusing on you focusing on everybody else as well. Like that's super tight.
and I love it. It's something I actually feed off of, and it inspires me to do it. People's growth, people's positivity, the energy, it feeds my soul, and so I do it because
Right.
of the people that I help, and we help each other in
Right.
return. And so I'm glad that you said you're gonna make me cry because I'm a crier, y'all. Um,
Oh Lord, we don't want
we,
no tears.
we
I
don't
said I
want no
wasn't gonna
crier.
cry today too.
We don't want no
Hey,
crier
hey,
today.
hey, I'm with you. Let me
Um,
go get my box of Kleenex. That's how I am. Trust me.
Oh Lord.
Cowgirl says she has another question. Do either of you have a hard time deciding whether to bring your kids on the camera? A lot of creators are very hesitant about this. We just had this
Oh
conversation.
yes, cowgirl ASMR. Yes, girl. I was like, I'm not bringing her on here because I'll be damned if somebody says anything slick mouth about my kid. I will come and hunt you down. I don't care where you live around the world, girl. You will, girl or boy, you will get it from me messing with my baby. Like I take pride in being a mother, and I don't want anybody coming down on my child just because she's showing herself as a 2 year old. I feel
And I was just like, no, and it wasn't, and it was for different reasons from her. I do agree, but I've always, and me and YouTube have talked about this. The trolls gonna be trolls. They
Mhm.
gonna do what they want to do. They gonna act how they want to act. I'm more of so like uh, it's more of the face thing. I just wanted to be safe. You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
some weirdos out there.
Yeah.
I just don't want to. She's a very recognizable child. Like
yeah,
you see her on the
she
street, you're gonna be
is
like, "Oh, I
beautiful.
know that baby." You
Yeah.
know, like I've seen that baby. Like, and I
Hmm.
just and in today's society, I just want to be able to keep our little one protected. So
As much as
that's really
possible.
what it
Yeah,
is.
and we get a lot of commentary about how beautiful she is, how sweet she is, and how great she can talk and interact and things like that. And that's all good and gravy. We love that. But at the same time, we got one eye open, like,
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know about
scary.
you. What angle are
Absolutely.
you coming from when you saying these things? You know
Right.
what I'm
I mean, her
saying?
personality,
Gotta
she
see
has a
you.
personality that can be on YouTube, y'all. She has that kind of personality
Yeah.
can be there. And
Exactly.
as parents, you have to be able to protect them at the same time. And there's so many things that are happening in YouTube related to children right now and families, and guidelines are going to be coming down related to family channels and things like that. So we really have to watch out for that too.
Right. Exactly.
Exactly.
Now, Rich has a question. How do you balance your family life with your YouTube life?
Well, I handle all the YouTube stuff. I do pretty much everything. and Chris handles majority. Like he took over more of the family stuff for me, so that I can focus more on the YouTube. Like I only work 3 to 4 days a week because I do 12-hour shifts. If y'all don't know, I am a licensed nurse. I work in the VA hospital for the veterans, the U.S. veterans. So I get a lot of time, to a lot of free time when I'm off, to focus on the channel, to focus on YouTube. But if I feel tired or if I don't feel like doing anything, Chris will definitely pick up the slack. Like he's good with house cleaning, he's good with washing. Like he know how to do everything. He's not just like, oh, I'm a like like the stereotypical what a man should do type of thing. No, he don't. He
Yeah.
not like that. He can do both. Just like I can do both. I can go and fix my car up if I want to fix my car up. If I
Right.
just, I don't leave it for him to do. You know what I'm saying? So we both balance each other out when it comes to those things too.
And because of my
It's that shared
schedule,
responsibility as a family.
oh no, my apologies too. I was just saying.
No. I
But
was just saying that I love the shared responsibility in your family.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
ain't nobody
It's
doubting
amazing.
it when it comes to responsibility. We share that because we don't want to put too much on the other person. We want to make sure that we both have our mental stability to where we are able to function properly the way that we need to. Because if we put too much on each other, we're not gonna function the way that we should.
Right. Absolutely. Chris,
Right.
you had to say something. You were going to
Oh
say something.
yeah, I was just saying like, and a big help is the strict, like her schedule isn't strict. I have a strict schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We're basically doing our videos around the time when I get off. That's just how it is. She knows I'm gonna get off. We don't know where her schedule will be next week or the week after.
Yeah.
You know what mine
Yeah.
will be.
Yeah.
So we go
Right.
based off of that a lot too.
Of her
Mm-hmm.
schedule.
Right.
We have another question from Cowgirl, and Cowgirl is coming in with these questions,
Okay,
y'all.
cowgirl, you coming
Yeah,
with the
she.
questions,
And
auntie.
guess what?
Yes.
Cowgirl's gonna be here next Thursday, so y'all can return the
Oh,
favor.
we definitely gonna be
Um,
tuning in because I
Oh
love
yeah.
me some cowgirl. Cowgirl, shout out to you, boo, because you be putting them little memes at the bottom of your ASMR videos to separate you from all the other ASMR videos. That is so clever. I love it. I love her
yep,
videos. She's dope.
she's
She's
so
dope.
creative. She asked, "How does your family and friends feel about you being YouTube
They're very
creators?"
they've been really nah nah our
Yes.
parents
It's like a 50-50 for me. I'm gonna tell. Okay, you can tell yours, but let me tell mine. Okay, so for me, it's a 50-50 because when I first told them about it, they were like, why do you want to start doing that? I don't understand what the reason, what's the purpose, blah 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 blah. Like they were not for it in the beginning. So when I say 50-50, I'm like they initially it was like no. What for?
Yeah,
You just add an extra stress on top of you. What if it doesn't go the way that you want it to go? I don't want you to be disappointed, type of a thing. But once them videos start coming out and we start sending them our links and they was laughing too, they were like, oh yeah, all right, go for it. We'll support you. Like my mom at first, she was like, hell no, don't do it.
yeah,
I don't want you exposing yourself to the world. You're my baby. Like no, she's like, heck no, I don't want people criticizing you. I can't take that. But then when I showed her the video, she's like, you know what, you got something going here. So she started actually buying us stuff that we need for our mukbangs.
oh, that is so cool. So you had a primary sponsor for a minute.
Definitely. Yes.
Yvette has a question. How do you guys come up with your daily topics?
Um, I honestly we just one day we just be like, hey babe, let's talk about this the next time we going.
Yeah,
It's random. Like I be like, ooh, honey, remember when this happened? Let's talk about that. That was funny. Just stuff that we experienced, or like if we watching a TV show and it comes up and we're like, oh, that's a good topic. Let's weigh in on that. Or if we see something on the internet, we're like, oh, that's a good topic. Let's talk about that too. It varies, honestly. We don't just have our topics laid out. We go on the fly with that, honestly.
yeah, I like that where you're more spontaneous about it because then there's nothing
Yeah,
planned about what you're gonna say. You're coming straight from the heart when it's coming
exactly.
when you're talking about it. Our questions
Yeah.
keep on coming, and I'm way behind. But have you thought about doing merchandising?
I know. I don't know why I haven't thought about that.
for
I don't.
YouTube.
I don't
Me
know.
personally, no. I have thought about doing merchandising,
Boxing.
for boxing, but
Yeah.
not YouTube.
Oh,
Yeah, not YouTube.
Yeah, I haven't. That's a good question because that has never even crossed my mind. I see a lot of other YouTubers do it, but I'm just like, I'm not in it for really like merchandising. I'm really in it just for like connections and stuff. And then if that comes along with it, after the fact to where we can capitalize on it, then let's so
Then
be it.
let's
But
do
for
it.
right now, I'm not really interested in doing the salesman thing. I really hate salesman things. No offense to all the merchandisers out there. I did retail for about a year, and I don't like it. I do
Yeah.
not like it.
You have to feel right about it. You have to feel right that
Yeah,
you have an audience that wants to purchase it, and you have an
yeah.
audience
I'm not
and
finna just be like, oh, buy this, buy that because I
right,
said so.
right.
Like, nah, that's not how it works.
It's a whole different story. Like if you have folks that are saying where your merchandise at, you got 5,000 subscribers, you haven't started no merchandise. I mean, that's a different story. But at this point,
Right,
it's like I see where you're coming from. Where should I do merchandise? No, it's too early in the game.
right, right.
Miss Sugar asking pretty much the same questions. Are your friends and families more or less supportive of your YouTube channel?
Did she
So
hear
now
our
they are
last
supportive.
did she hear us before?
Yeah, just
You
to
know what?
answer that,
I am behind. I
they
am
weren't
way
that
behind.
much.
That's why.
You know what too?
Amber,
We're gonna let you go ahead and catch up on these comments. Let's
That's
see
what
what
I was.
everybody's talking about. Chris is very interested to see what the people have to say. So we don't mind just letting the comments run real quick so we can catch up and see what
okay.
everybody's talking about.
All right, let's go ahead and do that. This is why it's hard for me. My kids want their own channels, and it's hard for me to let them. And we were
We
talking
get
about
it.
kids and channels. Um,
We get that.
has I'm gonna hold this question right here for Cowgirl. Um, everyone seems like damn Chris got the hard life. Is what
Chris got the
Rich
what?
the hard life.
Why
He
Chris got
making
the hard
fun.
life? What does that mean? Let me know.
Thank you
It
for
means so much to have your spouse
What's the
support.
hard
Don't
life?
forget
I don't know,
here.
but I'm gonna try.
This is really good. What MRTV says. It means so much to have your spouse support. Don't forget each other's time together is such a blessing.
Yeah. And you know what? MRTV, YouTube has honestly brought us together even more because we have something to bond over with other people as well. And it's hard for us to really bond with people because we're so busy with life. So this gives us the opportunity to bond with genuine people who actually care about what we're doing. Because in the real world, people don't really give a damn about what you're doing or what you got going
Right.
on. They just care about what they doing and what they got going on. So with this YouTube thing, we actually noticed that people really care what we gotta say. People really care what we got going on.
Absolutely. Vicky's World says, "Hats off to you guys. I'm new and trying to figure this YouTube life. You guys give me motivation. Keep rising
Vicky's
the
World,
C
thanks, my
circle." Yes,
love.
I
That's
love
so
Vicky. Vicky's thing that I choose, I grab from her is keep rising. It is so inspirational when I hear those words.
yeah,
People
for
always
real.
ask those weird questions when they can't see your vision, and that's true.
Yep,
Um,
that
what
is very
what
true.
what future goals do you have for your channel?
Right now, I told Tooth last night. My goal is to hit 1K so we can show y'all who we are. Cause I feel like with lives, we are able to really show ourselves and our personality and how we do things, and it's easier to connect with people on a mental level than just a 30-minute video of us eating and talking about whatever we want to talk about. We able to interact with you guys and actually get feedback from y'all, actually get questions from y'all like we are doing today, to where we can actually dig into you guys just as much as y'all digging into us. I feel
And
like the 30-minute videos, they're more about us and what we talking about. But when we go live, we can talk to y'all about what y'all talking about. We want to know what the heck y'all got going on too.
Yeah, the interactiveness is really what's cool about having a YouTube channel. The
Mm-hmm.
Silver City dude says that's just hater talk. Society is programmed to work for other people, so when you want to break from the pack, they don't understand. So I think he's talking
Facts.
about yes, from like breaking from meaning when you want to be independent and do your own thing. A lot of people
Right.
like what you're doing, and so I totally get where you are coming from. How let's see, Chubb. Hey, Chubb Leader, how are you? How are you preparing for your mukbangs? That's a good one.
Okay, so what I do is I text Chris while he's at work, and I say we gonna eat this today, and he'd be like, "All right, cool, let's eat this." And I'm like, "All right, what we talking about?" He's like, "I think this is a good topic." I'm like, "All right, me too." All right, I'll have the food prepared by the time you get off work, and let's get it. And that's how we do it.
That's it. It's that easy.
That's it. Yeah,
And it makes it easy
literally.
because you make the decision and you just do it.
We just do it.
Yvette,
And like when it comes to the challenges, as soon as somebody challenge me, I'm on it either that night or the next day. We ain't turning down no challenges unless they nasty. Because I'm not doing no. I'm not. I told X Tina and D this. They in the chat right now. Those are my girls. I told him I'm not finna do no nasty challenges until I'm getting some coin. Period. Y'all not finna have me eat no nasty mess for
And
free.
make it go viral.
Yeah, this ain't about to be X Factor with no pay. All
Yeah,
right,
and this ain't
we
Fear
gonna need
Factor.
some pay.
You
With
said X
no
Factor. That's singing. It's Fear
Whatever
Factor.
Fear Factor, whatever X.
with no coin
I
and
don't know.
prize, huh?
Right.
But I know that they was out there eating cow tongue. We ain't doing that
When
raw.
you ate cow tongue.
Not raw.
No, not raw, but it was in a taco.
It wasn't raw.
No, it wasn't
So
raw.
That's all that.
What are you
It,
doing?
Yvette is asking, guys, what's your favorite video that you guys have done so far?
Mine personally would have to be, and always will be, the spicy noodle challenge. I love that. I just love it. Like, it was just such a comfortable day for me, and I felt one with the noodles. I felt the fight with the noodles. You know, the noodles were up against me, and I literally was trying my best to contain the spiciness that uprised in my brain and my noggin. So that was the actual true challenge. The lime ones were too, but the noodles, it was just a whole different level for me.
Mine was the "How well do you know me" challenge.
Oh yeah.
That crap was funny as I don't know what. I had such a good time with doing that because I really wanted to see, like, we've been together for 5 years, married for one. Let me see how well you know your wife. And he
Uh-huh.
knew a good amount, and then some was tricky questions, and I just fell out laughing. He's still salty about that challenge.
Would you like to would you like to add some lime with that salt you got there, sir?
Right.
I would. Go ahead and put me out my misery. Let's go for the challenge. The
For food's
ultimate
sake,
goal.
for food's sake says, is the success and growth of the channel the ultimate goal, or is it a stepping stone to another venture? That's actually a good question.
Me personally, what I told her overall, it's not something that I think we should do. I think what's going to happen is this is just going to be more of a channel that a lot of people can relate to. And in the future, you're going to be able to come to and be like, you know what, we built a relationship with them. We see their growth. We're growing with them. And it's more just just like we talked about last time, just a relationship channel. You know, it's not really it's a goal for it to become successful, but as far as what we want for it, we just want positivity for this
Yeah.
channel. That's it. That's all. You know, we gonna let that pave the way. Of course, we have plans. You don't want to go into anything without a plan, but ultimately, we want to have fun with it.
Right.
You can't be too strict with your fun.
Yeah.
You know, you just want to let it flow. You know, like the
Don't
ocean.
don't
You know,
limit yourself either.
let's get deep.
We letting the wind take us wherever it blows. We're gonna
Yeah.
put that dedication and that effort into it to make sure that we hit these goals that we have. But at the same time, we're not gonna beat ourselves up about it or put too much stress on ourselves about it. We just want to make sure that this is a fun thing. We want to make sure that we uplift each other as well as everybody else. That's my main goal. My main goal, because I don't see it enough, is to uplift other people. I feel like we live in a selfish world where people are just worried about themselves and not really taking care of anybody else. And for me, I want to take care of y'all. I want y'all to sit, grab a seat. I want y'all to sit there. I want y'all to eat with us. I want y'all to bond with us, and I want y'all to talk to us and vent out to us and let us know what y'all got going on. That's really my main goal.
Just to clarify what she said there, when she mean by taking care, it ain't about finances, because everybody got different financial situations. We're talking about mentally. Yeah. People are really selfish mentally. Like, it is just okay to just say, "Hey, screw that person. Let them drown in their own misery." You know, and,
Right.
you know, I feel like we weren't placed on this earth to be alone. If that's the case, none of us would be talking right now.
Right. Absolutely.
So I feel like, you know, we should take a different approach to that. You know.
Yeah, we were all here for community's sake, so we need to live in that state for community.
Exactly.
I love that because I think one of the things that sometimes are missed is the community within YouTube. There's a reason for that community. How do we thrive in a community? Not by bashing one another, not by letting each other go. I think part of the whole YouTube is building our community and helping each other out. Hashtag the Cannon says, how do you deal with low times when you just don't feel like recording? I know this answer.
Okay, so we dealt with this already before. I'm always ready to record. I love talking to y'all. Like, y'all give me so much energy. Y'all keep me going. Y'all know how much y'all keep me going. Y'all honestly calm my anxiety. I didn't tell Tooth this last night, but I wanted to tell y'all, like, y'all honestly calm my anxiety. When I'm able to talk to y'all about whatever it is on my mind, y'all keep me level grounded. So I'm always ready to record and ready to be a part of the community. Chris, he has a steady schedule. So he gets tired and he gets physically drained because he's boxing and he's mentoring people, training them and things like that. So he gets tired. So one day I'm like, all right, babe, we gotta get it. We gotta get this lime challenge. We got challenge. He's like, I'm not feeling it. I said, oh, well, this is new. Like, okay, so how we supposed to do this now? And the next morning, I'm like, okay, babe, I'm gonna just film this by myself. You cool? He's like, yeah, go ahead. I filmed it by myself. People was in the comments like, where's Chris? We want to see Chris do this. That's not fair. Chris should have been doing it too. I said, okay, babe, we got to redo this again because people are asking for you, and that's just how it started. So I'm like, I'm gonna do more solos when Chris does not feel like recording.
I'm gonna actually do some solos of my own soon as well, just to get me more feel to this. I want to do something new, and I'm gonna do it with the right challenge. So we got something coming for y'all. We do.
Oh, this something I don't know
All
about yet.
right.
So he ain't discussed
Uh,
this with me 100%, but yeah, that's how we don't mind doing solos. Like after at first I was kind of like I'm scared to go solo because we came into this together and I don't want people to be like bashing like, oh, why are you doing this by yourself? But I honestly got a really good response doing a solo. So y'all see more of this
yeah,
solo
you
scene because
did.
y'all know my solos be turned up because I ain't got Chris to level me out.
Now, Nature says, "Oh, you not turning no challenge, huh? You ain't turning no challenge."
She might.
You know what, Naisha?
She might hit you with
You
something.
know what, Naisha? I'm gonna see you on the sidelines, okay? She know
How do
what
you,
she doing.
she know what she's saying, huh? How do you feel deal with negative comments? I
Oh,
just
I'll
don't,
come for
y'all.
your throat, no problem. But you know what? YouTube has a tendency to delete the negative comments before we get a chance to get to them. So I feel
Mm-hmm.
like that's for the best. It'll keep my image as the way that it needs to be, so nobody sees me get all crazy.
Surely a lot of people do too much of this. They do too much talking. That's cool. It ain't gonna be in person. I don't like talking. Okay, if you got an issue, all right, come to us, and we'll try to solve it there. But if you're just gonna be commenting, we don't know who you are. It's no point. All right,
Yeah.
let's just
What's
not
the
waste each
point?
other's time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
John Ton eats asks what motivates you to keep grinding when you don't feel like it.
Okay. I'm a little OCD with my goals. Um, I've been like this way since I was a little kid. My mom has built me to conquer whatever I put my mind to. I've always been like that. Um, so for me, if I start something, I'm not gonna quit on it. If I start something, I'm in it till it fails or until I need to start over again and try to make it win. Like I was telling Tooth last night, like with this nursing thing, I ain't passed my test right away. I failed it the first time, but I did not stop. I'm like, I know this is my calling. I know this was meant for me. So I'm going to get it no matter what. And child, husband, boy, he was my fiance at the time. I'm like, I don't care. I'm getting this regardless. Y'all gonna have to adjust to my schedule so I can get this. So with YouTube, that's how it was for me. I'm like, if I start this, I'm going full throttle. I'm not stopping, and I'm going to make sure that I hit all the goals that needs to be hit, regardless of the circumstance. So
A
Right.
little
that's
bit of
what.
powder too. No, I'm just playing. We don't do that. Not my bad.
Really?
Nah, we don't do that. But you know,
I
we
can't
really
deal with
keep
this
up.
guy.
We really FBI. I'm just playing. We don't do that. Nah, but we
He really,
really
you just
try to keep up.
something else.
With the energy. Mainly after the eating. Too. We do try to eat as healthy as possible so that we can maintain our energy. So that
Yeah.
we can be able to come back. Not
With
feeling
that
all
energy.
sluggish and slothful. Just to be able to keep up something. Like I'm already lax as it is. So I need just a
you
little bit,
you need to keep up with that energy, huh?
Yeah,
Man.
it's hard for Chris to keep up with my energy sometimes, but he getting
I
there.
mean, I'm right. All this work, let me not work out for a week. Let me see how much energy I
If he
got.
doesn't work out, his energy is on a different level. That's facts. That's facts. I'll give him that.
Wow. Cowgirl is on fire. Have you done any collabs and are there any YT creators you would like to collab with?
Okay, so we got a collab coming on Friday the 13th. I'm not gonna tell you guys who it's with. Y'all just have to
Oh
stay
my
tuned. It is
God.
a
I'm
triple
excited.
collab, but this one is a triple virtual collab because we're from different areas of the world. But yes,
Wow.
we have had one collab with this couple called Valeria and Gio. They're
Check them out.
DNG Dynasty. They're really really sweet. I've been knowing Gio for about 10 years since I was little, not little but younger. And him and his woman, they kind of got together around the same time me and Chris got together. So we've been following them on social media. And then when they told us they were starting YouTube, we like, hey, we starting YouTube too. They started their YouTube channel about a week before us.
Oh
So if y'all
wow.
know Valeria and Gio, go ahead and check them out. They don't post as consistently because they have a lot of children and life gets ahead of them sometimes. But their content is
Yeah, it's
amazing.
good. It really is.
There's a couple comments that I wanted to share. Miss Sugar says I have anxiety too. YouTube definitely helps with that. I can totally relate. And
That's
Vicky,
amazing.
yep, and Vicky's World says I suffer from anxiety and YouTube actually helps me. So
That
it's a
is so amazing. Y'all feel me then. I
mm-hmm.
appreciate all y'all. All of us with anxiety, we are freaking fighters because that's a daily struggle that we go through that we have to overcome every single day. So I appreciate all y'all for coming forth and telling me about your anxiety. Y'all can DM me on Instagram. At the C Circle, it's at the C dot circle. Wait, at the dot C dot circle. There you go. That's what it is. I'll actually put it down in the comments for y'all so that y'all can come and follow me. Y'all can
And when
DM me at any
when
time.
I first met Serena, it's like people gotta understand anxiety. It ain't just no anxiety is not a choice. I was never oblivious to her having anxiety. Like when she worried, I knew it was serious, and I
Yeah.
knew it was hard for her to help that. So it was ways to calming her down. Sometimes it'd be something
Yeah.
simple. It could be food. It could just be her heading outside. It's different ways. You really just gotta do it on it
The
depends on
person's
that day.
terms.
Yeah, it depends on that day.
Yeah.
But anxiety is truly real. I don't have it, but um,
And you and
He's
guess
very
what?
helpful when it comes to
yeah,
it.
He's just the right person to be able to bring your
He
anxiety
has
level
that
just a little bit
patience.
lower.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. And that's another thing that really connected me with him because every time I get anxious, he's like, "Look, this is what we're gonna do. This is how we're gonna do it, and I need you to do this and do that so that we can think with a clear mind and we can get over this." And it really really helps me.
and sometimes that's hard too. That's really hard to do sometimes because I'll be like, man, I'll pray that this works, that my plan works. And if it don't, I just don't want it to backfire on us. But it's been good. It's been good. So
Good.
that's just that part of faith.
Yeah,
And that's the other part is that her trust in you shows a lot of the trust that she has in you. That whatever you
yeah,
come up with, she will try at
yeah.
least. The trying part. Rich says, "Don't record and you don't feel it. Don't force yourself to do something you love. It will always turn out bad." I agree. There have been a
I
couple
agree
times
with
where
that.
That's why I don't come on. If I
that's so
know
there have been times where I'm like, I don't feel like recording. Now recording is trash. So, was there ever a time when you were a little shy about recording alone, or how did you overcome that? She ain't shy. She always ready to
You
record.
know what? The only thing that I was worried about with recording alone was the fact that I thought people was gonna come for me like, "Where's your husband? Like, why did you take it upon yourself to go by yourself without that man?" That was the only reason I was like, "Oh my god, I don't know if I should." Oh,
Oh, there you go. You're back.
my bad. My mom is calling me. Let me text her and let her know I am busy. But yeah, you guys,
While
that
you're
is what really set it off for me. Like I'm like, oh my god, I don't know how people are gonna respond to this, but once it's done. So I got a feeling of everybody. It did really really well. I guess people just like how my energy is. So I
yeah,
said, okay, y'all like it. I love it. This is good. So let's keep it going.
and it makes it easier. I just want to say hi to people that have walked in. My boy Rick Rock Foodie, what's going on? Ace Deuce family is in the house. What's going on? Um, I'll turn down a challenge. Amber Eats says I'm not too proud. Which respectfully decline a challenge any old time if it's too
Yeah,
much for
because
me.
I feel you. I like if I know I'm not gonna be able to be full force with it, I'm not gonna go on. Like to me that's literally you're literally just wasting time. You're not putting no effort into something, and it's just like, what did you do this for? Not only that, it's probably gonna put you even in a worse mood that you was already in. You know,
Yeah.
Right.
so you might as well just wait until you ready
And you
to
know what?
to
Like
do
I
the
said,
challenge.
I feel Amber Eats. I'm always willing to do a challenge, but if it's nasty, like I said, I'm not doing it unless you pay me. Period.
There got to be some money.
Period.
Hashtag the Cannon says, what large channel really motivates you to continue to do YouTube every day?
Okay, so B loves life because she's the godmother of mukbang. That's where
Yep.
it started for me. A lot of people don't really like her channel no more after the little B loves life situation with her, but I do like Eat with Q because I feel like she has a lot of personality. I like Steph and Tasha. They're very down to earth and they're very humble and they will tell you whatever it is you need to know. If you have any questions, they don't shut nobody off. And I like Cuzzle AB because she struggles mentally and I connect with her on that level because I do too. So when she's struggling, I'll DM her like, "Hey sis, this is what you need to do. This is how you need to handle this situation. I get where you're going from. Take a breather, take a break, you know." And we actually, me and Cuzzle AB, literally, we will talk for hours
Wow.
about how we're doing, what we need to do. Like, I'll give her a little bit of me, she'll give me a little bit of her, and we'll just keep conversing and conversing and conversing until at the end of the night we're calm and we're like, all right, this is what it's gonna be, and we're gonna keep it moving. And that's I got a real connection with her. Like she is one of the most. She is one of the most. I wasn't sweating. That's my glitter. She's one of the most humble people that you could ever meet, and she is the realest person I've ever met as far as being on a public platform and having such a great following to just give herself like, here's me on a platter, my flaws and all,
Yeah.
take it or leave it. And that's what I love
Right.
about her. So those are my bigger channels. And I like Eat with Kim because she's so bubbly.
Yeah.
It,
Eat with Kim is fun,
if,
huh?
if it's gonna be one channel for me, it's gonna be Badlands Chugs, and him. It's only because this man he don't care about who judges him. They be talking about his weight, what he do, but you know he accepts all comments, and he
Mm-hmm.
just keeps doing what he does. He has a smile on his face. I like him. I don't know, his confidence is through the roof.
Now, Dallas has an interesting question. What do you think about YouTube and Google getting into trouble for taking kids' personal information? I've been hearing a lot about what's with that. As far as like, um, I don't know if I should be talking about this on a Google platform.
That's what I
Uh,
said. I said, ooh, because
so
I don't have no comments on
I'll
that because
leave
I
it
don't know
at no
nothing about
comment,
it.
y'all, because my channel is not going to get shut down because I want to do free speech. So I don't have an
Amen.
opinion on that publicly.
Amen.
Thank you.
Right is right. What's wrong is
That's a
wrong.
business
That's all I'm gonna
decision,
say.
and we have no clue about how that works. I already told a couple of people like I think I'm close enough to YouTube headquarters. I plan on heading up there, going live, and letting y'all ask all the questions that y'all want to ask, so we can get to the bottom of all this because it's way too freaking confusing.
Now, Dallas is asking me, who was your inspiration on YouTube to become a YouTube creator in your brand? Y'all, here my top two. My top two
Yes, let's hear
was
it.
um what is her name? See now because it's the spotlight's on me, I can't even answer it. Um, the Wendy's eating show. Y'all remember Wendy's eating show? She did all the hot Cheetos with everything.
I don't. I have to check her out.
So Wendy's eating show is about 3 or 4 years ago, and Chunky but Funky. You know Chunky but Funky?
I don't know neither one of them.
No.
I'm gonna have to check them out for real because I like to see everybody, so I need
Yeah.
to
So
check them
Wendy's
out because
eating
I haven't
show.
heard of them before.
Yeah, Wendy's eating show is about. They came out around the same time. So Wendy's eating show and Chunky but Funky were the two, and I was like, you know what?
I love that name, Chunky but Funky.
Oh
That's
my
what's
god!
up.
And she has some personality. She lives in Southern California too.
Hey, I
And
see everybody in my notifications adding us on Instagram and coming
yes,
to our channel and subbing. I really appreciate y'all for that. Like from the bottom of my heart.
that's amazing, you guys. Thank you so much for taking time to connect with the C Circle there on their Instagram platform. Is there anything as far as foods that you hadn't tried before, but you tried when you did your mukbang, and you were like, you know what, I really like this. Maybe
For
when you're
food,
around the world.
no, but for Chris, Ethiopian food, he ain't never had it before. So when we did our around the world challenge tag, that was his first time trying that food, and I don't feel like he would have tried it unless we did a mukbang. Yeah, I feel like that was me. Like I can get him to try something new because he's very picky. He has opened up a lot when it comes to eating. But I feel like with the mukbang, like you gotta try it, you gotta eat it for the camera. Like we also did the cucumbers and sausage and potatoes. Wait, what's the
Oh
potatoes?
yeah,
No, cucumber,
cucumbers
sausages,
and sausage and
everything
rice.
with the sauce and the rice. Yeah,
Uh huh.
and he don't like cucumbers. I'm like, you gotta eat it because they watching you, and he bit the cucumber. So I feel like mukbangs make him eat stuff that he really normally wouldn't try.
Yep. Yep. So here's a comment that I saw. I don't even so I didn't even say hi to Melina. Hi, Miss Melina. How are you? The chat was going. I just skipped a lot of comments, guys. Miss Jasmine eats a lot. My sis, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming by. Um, it it me. Hello. Welcome, welcome aboard.
Welcome
All right.
everybody. Thank you guys for
Welcome
coming.
everybody. Let's. There was another question that I had passed by, guys. There was a couple of them because I was trying to get past some of these things, and so where is that question?
I'm scrolling too, trying to help you because I don't know.
There were so many questions in the beginning, and I'm like, oh shoot. Okay, maybe I can't find it anymore. Ellen J7, hello, welcome, welcome. All right. I had another question that I wrote down last night. Um, let's see if there's any more questions in the chat. Y'all got any more questions in the chat?
I'm reading y'all's comments right now. That's why I'm so
Oh,
quiet on the subject.
here's a really cute one from Yvette. How did hubby propose?
Oh yeah, you want to tell him or you want me to tell him?
I'll tell him.
Go ahead. He gonna tell y'all how he proposed.
My bad. My throat a little bit sore. Um. So, it was late. It was a weekday. I got off work and
I was still at work.
and shoot, no, you was home.
Because
Oh no, she was.
She was still
she was still at work and she ended up coming. So I just waited for her to get off. And I got you from your mother's.
Yeah.
So I told her that I'm hungry and I was just like, okay, let me just go get it. So I got the ring and stuff. I already picked out the ring. I got the ring, and I'm like, I don't have really a fancy. I wasn't on too much of a big budget. I wanted to go somewhere that I knew she was gonna like to eat. So I chose Norm's. She's not picky. She'll eat. So we went to Norm's, and
I miss
I was
Norms,
nervous.
man. Norms is the bomb ass
Norms
food.
is what's up when you want a late night bite. And you know what?
Yes.
I felt his energy that night. I'm like, something is going down. I didn't know if he was gonna propose. I didn't know if he had some bad news to break to me or if he was gonna break up with me. I just felt the energy was weird. So I'm like, what is in the back of my mind, I'm like, what the heck is going on? But I still went with the flow.
But so we sit there and we're having good conversation about what we gonna do in our future. Niley, like she's pregnant, by the way. So she was it was hard for her to walk. She just sore. I'm just flirting with her, making her feel good as possible. So after I'm gonna kind of like speed it up. After we finished eating, I was nervous. I was really nervous.
He barely ate any of his food, and he got his favorite thing that he likes to eat from Noah's, and he was hardly eating. So I'm like, what?
So
is going on?
We went outside.
You knew it.
And we got close to the car, and I was like, you know what, babe? I love you very much, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. You're bearing my child. You're an amazing person to me. So I just did it because I wanted to make it long, but my mind was just telling me like just ask her. So I was like, will you marry me? So I opened up and I showed her the ring, and she was just like, "Oh wow!" Like,
I
so she was
sat
like,
there
"Sis,
for a while.
you
I
know."
sat there like just staring at him like,
Is this really
oh,
happening?
like yeah. It was. I was. That was the first time
But
I
she
ever
was
was
happy because
silent.
I always knew she was gonna say, "Yeah." I just didn't know if that was the setting. You know what I mean, too? I just didn't know. Like, man, I took you to Norms. Like, you know what I'm saying. Like, you in your work clothes. Like, I was just like, but I want to do it right now.
Right.
And this
When
is
it's
in
right, it's right. When it's right, it's
Right.
right. And the
Exactly.
exactly.
beautiful
And
part
when
about
we
this,
And
the
you know
I
what?
proposed to you in December.
It was on Christmas.
Yeah, and
Christmas.
Christmas.
It was like 1 a.m. Christmas morning when he decided to propose to me.
and the
So it was
beautiful part
very
about
sweet.
this is that you knew, like, the energy between the two of you was out of sync because something was going on with him,
Yeah,
but
you
you
know I'm
knew.
all about vibes and energy. I feel it from a mile away. I'm like, if I feel like your vibe is off, I'm like, eh. But with him, it was like, I need to know why your vibe is off tonight. Like, what is it? Like, tell me what the heck is going on. Get cut to the chase. But at the same time, I didn't really want to rush him because I wanted him to just come on with whatever the news was for me, so that I can stop feeling this energy from him. And
Right.
once that was it, now my energy was off because I was in shock mode. I've never been so shocked. I've never been so silent. After he proposed, excuse me, after he proposed, the whole car ride with him dropping me back off to the house, I was silent.
Really? And you were never quiet.
I didn't have no words because I was still shocked, like, wow, did this really happen? Like, what?
And you said yes, obviously.
I did.
That's a really beautiful story.
Yeah, so we just I just like I'm gonna just get it, and we're gonna redo it. Not the proposing, but just the wedding and everything. Like, cause I just want to give her more. But I'm like, what was to me. I've always felt, and this is just my opinion. Like, marriage is your choice. Like,
Yeah.
it ain't the court giving you papers. It ain't the ring. The marriage is two people that loves each other and want to spend the rest of their lives together. So that I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just do it, and this is from the heart. Boom. I'm gonna just ask you. Like everything else we could do later, but right now I want to make sure that I have you. So that's what it was.
Oh, he put you on lock.
Definitely.
He got you locked down. Cowgirl asked, "Do you eat a certain diet outside of your videos?" That's a good question because I know
At
Cowgirl
first, I
does.
did not.
You don't eat at all.
Shut up. Yes, I do. At first I did not. I ate whatever I wanted to at whatever time. But after the first month of YouTube, and I gained 5 pounds, and I was like, oh hell no, no. This can't happen. I'm gonna have to go on a different diet regimen. And when I eat, whatever I eat is gonna be on my cheat days for YouTube. And I was telling Tooth last night, like, if y'all haven't noticed, we've been doing more challenges than anything these past couple of uploads because I'm trying to stick to my diet, and I done lost 7 pounds since.
There you go.
So
I
now
know
I'm
you
like,
were
I gotta
going.
level this out because I'm not trying to blow up from eating all these big meals on YouTube. I want to stay the way that I am, or even lose a couple of pounds while still being able to eat what I want on camera and what you guys request. Because the only thing that I won't do is stuff that I think is nasty, like I said, which is not. It's very slim. I'm very open to a lot of different foods. I'm not very picky. But if I feel like it's just a no, it's gonna be a flat no, and that's just it. That's all. I
That's
don't care
it.
what you say or how you feel, honey boo boo child. It ain't gonna happen with
It's
me,
not gonna happen for you.
okay?
Let me ask you something. We were talking about yesterday how. Oh my God! There go the dogs.
The
We were
dogs.
talking. There go the dogs. That's what we were talking about yesterday too. We were talking about yesterday about building off your YouTube channel and possibly going into other channels, like moving forward if this becomes successful. And we were talking about how we were talking about the slice. We were talking about the C circle and you being a slice of who you are, slice of the family, and you're talking about expansion and expanding your empire per se.
Right.
Would you quit your nursing job?
Hell no. I love what I do. I probably go part time with it, but I never stop about nursing because I feel like I'm always helping somebody, and that's my calling. Like if I can help you on YouTube, that's cool too. But I love that intimate connection that you make when you're on the floor and you're dealing with patients, that hand to hand, that nurturing feel. I can't get that up for YouTube, and I love YouTube already, even though I've only been here for a short period of time. But I've been wanting to be a nurse since I was 10 years old, so I'm not gonna ever give that up for nothing. Like I said, if YouTube is making more money, of course I'm gonna put more energy and time into that. But I'm not gonna ever just be like, all right, I'm gonna stop being a nurse. Like, no, that's not
Right,
happening.
right. Yeah, I mean, especially when you're working for the veterans.
Right. And then with Chris, I told him like, if you want to quit what you doing to pursue more of your boxing career, that's fine with me. I don't care.
And that's beautiful. And there's not too many couples that help each other out in that way. If you have a certain passion, that you would go and bless that passion to happen. Yvette says relationship goals.
Aw.
Nothing like a genuine love story between the two of you. Um,
Unfortunately, boxing requires money, so I gotta keep a job. So
yeah,
yeah,
That's what I was telling him. I'm like, if this YouTube take off the way that we hope and wish for, to where he can quit his day-to-day job and focus more on his personal passion for training and boxing and opening up his own gym and all that, that will really be something. We
yeah,
would really go
yeah.
for it with that. As far as me and my nursing, now I ain't gonna stop it because that is my passion. But for him, his passion is boxing, so we would use that for his passion for sure.
Yeah, and I love that story because you guys are not hindering each other's passions. You guys are supporting each other's passions to
Yeah.
become one family. And there's not a lot of those that happen. Sometimes people's passions get dropped because of the other person's wishes. And in this relationship, that's not happening at all. In fact, you're saying, go get your passion, go follow your passion. I'm here to support you, back you up in those passions, which is
Mm-hmm.
great. Tracy with love says to all of you, how often do you think you should upload for growth?
As much as you can.
And that's true. As much as you
As
can
much as
get
you can.
content up, because content is what's going to get you into the algorithm to feed and recommend your content out into YouTube. Without it, you won't have it.
Yeah.
Mukbang, mukbang on a treadmill. Lord Jesus, is that a new challenge, Rich? Are you
Listen,
going to be mukbanging?
I told Chris, I said, I'm gonna be eating off your back on one of these mukbangs. I'm gonna be eating upside down on one of these mukbangs, so we can show people like you can do whatever it is that you want to do. It don't matter how you doing it.
Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Um, what's up? She calls me Pinky Davis. What's happening?
Thank you.
People are saying hello to everybody. We need nurses. Do both is what people are saying.
And as
Let's
I was
see.
telling you last night, you gonna eat both?
oh,
I was telling you last night, like the nursing field is hard because of the criteria. It's getting harder and harder as the years go. Nursing is like YouTube. It get harder and
They
harder.
got those
You know, it's
regulations
gonna
and
try
guidelines
you
and
need to get in where you fit in right away. Otherwise, it's gonna be harder the next year and the next year after that because they come out with new rules, new diseases, new processes of how they want things to go, and you have to know it from head to toe. And
right.
it ain't no skipping in between.
And
So
you still
it's
have to
very
get
hard. It's not easy to become a nurse. It's really not easy. When it comes to the schooling and the books, that mess is a freaking task.
and plus you still have to keep up on your CEs, right? Your continuing
Exactly.
education in order to
Continued
keep
education. It
on.
don't stop. It do not stop. I still I was telling I don't know if I was on Instagram or what, but I was telling people like I'm in a class right now. I have to pass this test and I didn't even study for it. I said,
Oh
I don't
no.
know how y'all know I got anxiety. I'm finna flip the hell out. I said, you know what? I'm gonna just breathe through this and take it like I know what I'm talking about, even though I don't. And I passed at 80%, so I was cool.
Here's a good question. How do you process when a video that you know you put work into doesn't get the reception you expected when your subs seem stagnant?
I don't know yet because I think that all of our videos is doing more than what I thought they would do. So right now, I haven't set any. I guess I haven't set any goals for how I want our videos to do, to where it bothers me or makes me feel like this video won't go nowhere. I feel like because we only been on this platform for not even 2 months yet, that so far so good. We have over 200 people watching each and every one of our video. I think that's pretty good so far. I don't really know because I'm trying to get more into the analytics more But from what I'm seeing, as far as our growth, I remember B Love's Life saying as long as you got more than 5% supporting you consistently, then you're doing well. And right now we got 19%. I think we're doing pretty well.
And
Absolutely.
as far as how you process that, you literally just keep going. Like people are not everybody gonna support you. People gonna see you work, and that's just literally how life is. And I'm actually one of the first to actually deal with that. Like I said, in the sport I'm in, it's very lonely. It's just you, so you're not gonna have that expecting percentage all the time. But as long as you keep going and you're not giving up, trust me, that basically you can't care. You gotta only think positive. Trust me. Don't ever bring yourself down.
One thing that Yvette is asking is if a major television channel offered you a deal based on your YouTube channel, would you accept? Oh
No,
my God, that's a hard question, huh?
I'm not.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Well, he might want to, but I'm not accepting it because I feel like when you get into TV, they be trying to change who you are to fit their brand, and I don't want people to change who I am. I like it. I like it raw. I like being myself. I don't want nobody giving me no guidelines like you need to be like this in order for you to be here.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
we
you
gonna
came.
set that
You
up.
came to me.
No,
Like,
no, we
Right.
gonna set that up. If I can't be myself, then of course I'm gonna turn it down.
it would have to be
But
terms and conditions for me to
yeah,
accept.
and it's gotta be
But
our terms and conditions.
I have my mom. She deals with a lot of people who are in the entertainment industry. She's a bus driver, so she's seen a lot of the world, and she's seen people be at the top of their game to the bottom of their game. We live in Los Angeles, California, so we always see people that are stars. Like if y'all know the movie Friday with Ice
Yep.
Cube and Smokey and all of them, if y'all know the crackhead Ezell, he played a
Yes.
good role in that movie, and he is just as normal as they come. So it varies, and for me, it's like I want to make sure I'm as authentic as I can be. And if you don't allow me to be my authentic self, I will gladly, respectfully decline because
Decline.
you're not going to change who I am for your persona. You can't buy me out. I can make money other ways, honey boo boo. I'm a nurse. We need it everywhere.
Because
We need
So
it everywhere.
I'm not making the
Absolutely.
money how, like, because it can still go wrong. Let's just say we did change ourselves for the money. It can still go wrong, and
yeah,
people are not going to accept it. Not only will they drop you, you're not going to get paid.
the
You
way that you
basically
thought
gonna
you
be
was.
you basically just gonna get thrown to the side.
Yeah, like
Business, yeah. I didn't watch. Yeah.
there's another YouTuber out there named Lovely Mimi. I don't know if y'all know
Mm-hmm.
who she is. She has a
Yes.
Instagram channel. She does nails and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. She was on Love and Hip Hop, so she went from YouTube to Instagram to TV. And she said the TV experience was the worst experience she has ever dealt with
Yeah.
in her whole entire life because they tried
Yeah.
to
She mentioned
make
that.
her to be somebody that she wasn't for good television.
Right.
Cardi B already said it herself that when
That's
she
another
left
person.
that because it wasn't her.
Cardi
Like
It
B went
wasn't
from
her.
Instagram to television, and she
so,
didn't like her experience either. I don't want to deal with that. No,
Jim,
no.
Yeah.
hey Jim
Absolutely.
Carrey, come on. When Jim Carrey stops accepting roles, you know it's a problem.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
true.
you know it's an issue. Because Jim freaking Carrey. Come on, man. You
Right.
know, nah,
Everyone
bro.
knows him.
Yeah,
Avian Wu says, "What's up?" For food's sake, is saying upload as often as you can without lowering the bar on quality. Two great
yeah.
videos a week beats five bad ones. I certainly agree with that.
I
Um,
definitely agree with that.
Oh yeah. I'm with you on that 100%.
how long should a video last? I try to watch everyone I follow, but there's not enough time in the day, which is true.
I
There's
spend
not
all
enough
my
time
off
in the
days
day.
watching and catching up on everybody's content. Um, I dedicate my time to that because I want y'all to do the same for us. It's hard, yeah. It's hard when people got 30 and 45-minute videos. I would say this. If you're just starting out, make it short and sweet, 10, 15
Yep.
minutes.
Yep.
We started shortening our videos because in the beginning our videos were pretty long, 30 minutes at max. So we shortened it down to we try to keep our videos between 15 and 20 minutes. And it has been helping a lot with our watch time. So I would say if you're just starting out, short and sweet, 10 to 20 minutes. If you
I
up there and you
agree.
got a big old fan base and you know they're gonna watch you through and through, however long you want.
Yeah, I agree. I agree in that 10 to 20 minute range. Ideally, you're looking at 12 to 18 if you're a smaller channel or you're a growing channel.
Right.
So as long as it keeps it interesting, anything more than that may be too much, and you won't get enough watch time when people say this is too long, or if it's too short, they're going to say that was not enough, and they wanted to
Right.
see the whole thing. So I
Right.
totally agree with that for Miss Vicky's world. Let's see. Uh, hey, Miss Naturally Nolans. Hello, hello, everybody. I'm hopefully I'm not missing anybody here. Um, Focus on the positives. Here's a good one. Focus on the positives of every video and every analytic. Fix the negatives, but don't dwell on them. Absolutely, you cannot dwell
Agreed.
on them.
I agree with that 100%.
Let me see. My dogs are going crazy, guys. I don't know what is going on.
So,
I agree, C Circle. If TV wants you, then you must be doing something right, and you don't need them unless it's millions behind the deal, and even behind the money, y'all. Are you guys
Money
ready?
is evil,
Yeah.
y'all.
Are you ready to sell your
Money is
soul for the
the
money?
nah, 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 nah.
money is
Absolutely.
evil
The
sometimes.
love of money is evil.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
Money, money is yeah. Money is good. Okay,
Yeah, money is
let's
good.
be real.
Yeah, like what he said. I'm not one of them type of a people who would do anything for the next coin. That's not my personality.
And she'll tell you, I don't care. Like, and I'm not gonna tell y'all all of that, but I've lost money where I should have been pissed off, but I wasn't. So let's just say I'm
Yeah.
not. I'm not a major, angry person about money.
Now, Rich is saying you can't watch everyone's content. That's true. We have to be honest, right? We can't watch everybody's. Honestly, stop consuming videos and produce more. YouTubers aren't your audience. They're too busy creating while you're watching their stuff. Now, let's think about that. Let's put that in perspective, guys.
That
He's
is
right.
a fact. He's
That
definitely right about that. I've noticed because like before I started my channel, I spent a lot of my time watching everybody else do their thing because
uh-huh.
I wasn't producing. But now that I produce, I take less time. But at the same time, I'm gonna disagree with him. But you can't get to everybody's channel. Yes, you can at your own speed. You might not get excuse me. You might not get to everyone's upload, but you can get to their channel at least once a month. You can come show love at least to one of their videos every now and then to get to
Right.
everybody. Because I've seen the biggest of YouTubers. We got 2 shout outs, y'all. 2 shout outs from B Love's Life. And we were only a month into YouTube. If she has over 2 million subscribers and she can find little old us who just started, I feel like you can't get to people's content at whatever speed you need to. As long as you're showing love to the people who show love to you, I feel like that's all that matters.
And it really depends on how much you're networking too. That matters. Are you communicating with the people that is watching your stuff?
Yeah.
Because the more you communicate and it's genuine, the more you're going to be spread around. Like people want those type of friendships, man. So
Yeah.
it, yeah.
I agree with that in a sense where when you're talking about the loyalty of the folks that are subscribed to you, especially our peers, right? That's one level. The next layer is the audience that are not really mukbangers. They're not
Right.
YouTubers. They're your general what they call organic audience. That's the
Yes.
next level of people that are going to be watching you for real, for
Yes.
real.
Right.
And you'll have a handful of people that are going to be watching you that are your peers for real, for real.
Yeah.
But the wider audience out here that's giving you tens and thousands of views and watch time, those are the people we're looking for. That's what we're
Right.
trying to attract.
That's
And I think,
facts.
and when I'm talking about in Rich's, I think in Rich's comment, I think what he's saying is the less time we put on production, the less time we have on obtaining our own audience.
Right.
That's
Does that
true.
make sense?
I,
So
Right.
I
I
think that's
totally
where
get
he's
what he's
coming from on
saying.
that.
I think it
Yeah.
might be a little bit easier
It's
for
a
us
gray
because
area
we're a
there.
duo and it's 2 of us. So if I tell Chris like, hey, I need you to watch this person and that person and that person's video for me and give them a comment and let them know that you've seen it, and I'm gonna watch this person and that person video because we really want to try to support as many people as we can.
That makes it so much easier because there's a duo that can do that.
Yeah.
And she
That's a
really
But
great
and
idea.
she really only
even
wants me
though
to do it
if I can,
no, it's not even just that. Like we want people to know that we want to watch his stuff. Like we don't it ain't just about like you guys giving back to us like, oh, it's a favor for a favor. Like we do things out of like we want to. We want to watch you.
It's genuine.
Like it's
I was
like that's the only reason why she would have me go watch somebody. Like we really interested in this.
I was just telling X Tina and D. If y'all don't know who X Tina and D is, go and subscribe to their channel.
I just started following them.
Couple. They are so awesome. They're one of the most genuine people you can meet on YouTube. I was just telling them earlier, like, I cannot watch something that I'm not interested to, and I'm not gonna pretend like I am either. If you want to do the sub for sub thing to where you just give me a number, I'll give you a number. That's fine, as long as we make it clear that that's all it's gonna be. Don't lie to me and tell me you're gonna support me and you're really not. That's when it becomes a problem for me. And
like, what's the point of that?
I don't like that. But if we know, like, hey, look, I'm trying to meet this goal. You gonna help me out? All right, yeah, I'm gonna help you out. You gonna help me out back? Yeah, okay, cool. We good and gravy. But I'm not gonna watch something that I'm not into. But if you want my support as far as getting your numbers up, let's make that commitment to each other and let's establish those grounds so that we know it is what it is. And
honesty will be placed here. Yeah.
Yep.
Good night,
MRTV. MRTV is saying good night, guys. To everybody, congratulations to the C Circle. I'm sure your channel will continue to grow. Be blessed. Absolutely. I have a question.
Appreciate you.
Why is my watch time fluctuating? Anybody know anything about that? That's a good question.
I don't know. I'm still learning about it, so I can't even answer that.
I don't know nothing about that. I don't even. She know about that. I don't know.
I know. Right now, our watch time, I was confused because it would say I had this many watch hours, and then it say I have this many watch minutes. But then somebody put me up on game that it updates every 28 days. So you need to go to lifetime so you can see them all collectively.
Yes.
So that's how I know now. But
yeah, lifetime is where you're going to see everything from the day you.
I don't know about the fluctuation thing though. I don't know how that works.
I don't know how the fluctuation works either. I don't think I've experienced that before yet.
Not yet.
Well, the other thing is I don't obsess over the hours. So for me, I look at it from a week to week basis. Some people look at it every single day. For me, I'd probably go
it stresses
thinking,
you out.
Yeah, it stresses me out. If I see some progression in a week or a week and a half, then I'm good. I don't have to stress off of it. And so here's Cowgirl ASMR who says, do you find yourself obsessing over the numbers and analytics? To be honest, I am guilty of this. And what I told Una Poca Loca before was I know she was at one point wanting to just be done because of analytics and what she was seeing and what she was the numbers that she was missing or not getting yet. And I told them it takes 24 to 48 hours for YouTube to pull the numbers out of the system. So you're not going to get the right numbers immediately. But second, if you are in that position where it's like, I don't feel like it's happening, well, don't look at it daily. You can't, let's say, for example, you're trying to lose weight. You're not going to look on the scale every morning. You're going to look week to week basis, right? You're going to look every 2 weeks.
So that you can tell the difference between the results. I learned that too. I never really check things because like, I don't know if y'all know, but I'm going to just tell y'all, we do everything from my cell phone. At first, it was like we were able to view the desktop version of YouTube, but now they didn't cut that all the way out. I can't even see nothing on desktop at this point. I have to actually go to a computer at work and look because we don't have a computer yet. We had a laptop and my daughter stepped on it and broke it, so we got to start all over with the laptop situation. But I don't check my stats too frequently because I have anxiety. And I know that if I consistently check on it, I'm going to be anxious and I'm going to be like blowing my head off trying to figure out what to do next. So I do check it frequently, but not every day.
Yep. Rick Rock is saying, Tooth, call out the peeps that subbed and unsubscribe after they get it back. I can't control people and what they do. That's not my role.
You can't even really tell who does it and who doesn't do it.
Yeah.
A lot of people have their subs on private, so you can't even see what they got going on anyway.
Yeah, and I can't control what people do now. I have control over myself and what I can bring to the table. And so that's where I'm going to concentrate on. I have no control over what people sub or do not sub. And we're not a sub for sub channel, right? So we do support one another. And if you want to genuinely support them because of their content, you do that as well. But
I have a question for you too, myself.
Yeah.
How do you feel about growth streaming? Those channels.
I started there. You have to start somewhere.
Right.
right? So what
Right.
I do, here's what I did is I growth stream. I went into the growth stream mode and I did what everyone else is doing as far as the growth stream part.
Uh huh.
And I bailed everybody. Everyone, I think we talked about this. I bail everybody. Once if I'm attracted to your channel or we're in the same realm of a channel, I'm always gonna walk into people's lives regardless of what your channel content is about. But
Right.
my thing is if I connect with you, we
You
good.
stuck.
I'm there. I'm not unsubscribing to nobody. I'm just clicking off the bell because do I want that
Right.
notification that you're gonna be gaming for about 24 hours? No,
Uh
not
huh.
really. But if you a gamer like Coconut Queen's vlogs is, and she's a family vlog, she's a gamer, she be doing food and stuff. She has an amazing person. Her and I vibe like this. She's coming on Sunday, y'all. We vibe like
Can't
that.
wait.
So, am I going to keep her bell on? Absolutely. So, I don't know what a person is like until I walk into their life. Am I going to be
Amen.
interested? I may be interested in their content. I may not be. But once I walk into their live, then I'll get an understanding. This is the person who I want to see again.
Exactly.
So,
That's facts, and I totally agree with you on that. With the growth streaming, I feel like I don't see nothing wrong with it. I see a lot of people bashing it, you know, and saying like there's a problem with it. But I feel like if you go in there with the right intentions and you really trying to meet other people and you really trying to stick with other people, it's fine.
yeah, and that's the thing. Some people start there, some people don't. I have no nothing negative to say about it because I think some of us do it, and some of us don't, and that's people's choices to do that or not. Um,
Right.
and I and I did start there, and I'm not ashamed to say that I started there.
Same
I've
here.
developed some good friendships and relationships out of those growth
For
streams,
real. For real.
and real ones, people that I found from growth streams. So
Right.
it is what it is.
And
What
that's
can I
that.
do?
That's that on that.
Rich says watch time fluctuates because it's a world of adjusting averages, and that makes sense. If you are into the whole statistic stuff, it's true. They have to adjust it over time, and so that's why there's that little fluctuation when it comes to some of your hours. For food's sake, ASMR can be so many things. Sometimes topics, a lull in content, not talking enough, talking too much. You have to analyze the numbers.
That could be true too.
Rich says CTR and impressions are the only numbers you need, in my opinion. Oh yeah, he was talking about that the other day, guys, about CTR.
What is? Oh yeah.
Click
When
through
we
rate.
went to that tech talk and they were talking
Yeah,
about that, yeah, I checked mine and I'm at 19%.
19% click through rate.
Out of the impressions, yeah. You know when
That's high.
it says CTR, it says impressions, and it has a large number with the impressions. I don't really know what impressions mean. I was told that it means that it's how
How many
many
times
times
it
they
shows up?
promoting you and how many people see your stuff and stuff. We have a pretty large numbers. It's in the high thousands with that. So our
Right.
thumbnails are being shown to the world, and it's about a 19% click through rate. But I feel like not people have to see more of us to subscribe because we're so fairly new. They don't really get a real feel of us. We don't have months and months of content for people to see like, oh yes, I want to sub to them or I don't. We're not there
Right.
yet. So I feel like if we just keep up the good work and continue to show ourselves through our videos, they'll start clicking that sub button.
Absolutely. The more content you put out there and the more quality content as far as your thumbnails are concerned that you put out there, the more chance you're going to get a video that's going to be shown to people. And what I've learned about impression is every time you open up, every time the C circle opens up and they see a thumbnail that starts to move there, and your video starts to move, that's an impression. Once you click on it, that begins your click through rate.
Yeah, I have to learn how to do that. I heard it's like a trailer situation thing, but you can only do it on the computer. So
It does it on Xbox.
It doesn't on everyone's. You go into an app and once it shows up on the page, if you're recommended, that's an automatic impression
yeah, I
on
know
so
same.
many channels. So, but Rich is the one that knows more about than I do.
We're gonna keep tuning in to Rich because he
Yeah,
gonna be coming with
yeah.
that
They all
information that we need to know.
he has all of that stuff. Just keep it 100, and people will keep it 1,000. Absolutely,
Facts
I
on
totally
facts.
agree. Hmm.
And he always come with the facts on top of the facts.
AB and Wu says, I found a lot of great friends on the growth streams. I can't knock it off, you guys. I Most of the people that I brought onto this channel have been from growth streams. I wouldn't have been able to find you guys.
Yeah.
Um, my sweet sister, Eve Kalma, how are you? One of channels that I started to follow back last year, guys, on my other previous channel. My big sister, Eve Kalma from Canada, has become, you guys want to talk about patience. She waited for a very long time to be monetized on this channel, and her patience paid off, guys. Now she is seeing views in the tens of thousands of views every time a video comes out on her channel. So
Wow.
persistence works, you guys. Patient works. She is such a kind soul when it comes to giving back to the YouTube community, specifically our Filipino YouTube community, that
Uh-huh.
everything comes back 1,000 fold when those kind of things occur. So Eve Kalma
That's
is
dope.
certainly one of those YouTubers where it's come back to her to the nth degree. So I am proud to have my big sister here. Um,
Appreciate that. That's dope.
yeah.
Just a little disclaimer real quick. Chris is not feeling the best right now. He's a little
Okay.
under the weather. And he also went to go put the baby down, but I'm still here.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
when
No
he comes
problem.
back, he gonna come back if he can. If he can't, y'all got the live version of Chris. So I hope y'all enjoyed that.
I'm glad that he was able to still come even though he wasn't feeling 100%. If you're at 19% and you're only at 1K, I would look at other things because that's a high number and you should have more than 1K. So the law of
I agree
averages,
with that.
yeah, there's probably something on there that's kind of shooting that off. Kimberly Lynn, I'm doing okay. Oh, Kimberly Lynn is here, guys. Say hello to Miss Kimberly Lynn. I learned
Thank you,
recently that
Mom.
growth streams are the way to go. Cowgirl, yes, they can help you to move your numbers in the beginning, but really what happens after that really is the development of the people that you've collected. Because without that
Mhm.
development and the partnerships that you create within those people you developed, it's going to be useless. So you have to not only foster, you not only pick the people out of the growth streams, but you have to foster those relationships because it's those
And just
relationships.
to come back to what Rick was saying,
Yeah,
as far as we're learning more about how to connect with people through our thumbnails, and it's really prominent for us to get a computer. I feel
yeah,
like we are limited to what we can do through the phone. I was like, I'm not getting nothing until I see some results. Nah, nah, nah. The results are in. Excuse me. The results are in. So now it's time to kind of gear up. And I do
and try to
understand
go.
that.
You guys have a very positive channel, and people love your spirit. They love your channel. So the results really are in.
I appreciate everybody who comes and shows us love. Y'all really don't know how much it means to me. Like I said, I set goals for myself, but I never like expect this type of response from everybody. I never. Hi, I thought you were going to bed. You don't have no clothes on. You can't get up here. Go lay down with daddy. Um, yeah, like the response from everybody and the liking that everybody is taking to us is very overwhelming and very exciting. And I was telling Toof like I can't even fathom how people with thousands and millions of people, excuse me, following them are able to keep up
Yeah,
with everybody because it's already hard for us right now.
it is hard. Imagine when you have tens and 15, 25,000, 50,000 people, it's just almost impossible to catch everybody. Vicky says, I found most of my new friends and I've been through your chats too. Thank you. I'm small but rising. Yes, thank you very much, Vicky, for saying that. I'm glad that you're finding some really good friends and some people to connect with here on the chat. I think a lot of us do find that when you're in a chat room where
I'm gonna go
it's an
grab some water real quick. I will be
sure,
right back,
absolutely.
guys.
Yeah, take your time. Um, I find that when you're in a really good stream and people that come to your circle are genuine and they're friendly, you'll get some really good people in there, Vicky. So I'm so thankful that you're getting that and the people aren't attacking you and everyone's being so kind and nice on the stream. I appreciate that. And there goes Miss Eve Kalma. She is on the way saying hello to everybody. My Ate Eve, thank you for being here. Cowgirl
Facts.
ASMR says, I become so busy with producing content, it's very hard to keep up with comments and watching other videos. Guys, I am guilty of not getting back to any freaking comments because I've been so busy doing, dropping videos almost every single freaking day, whether it's a challenge, whether it's a new thing that's coming out, what we're going to eat. There's
Right.
just so many things that we have to really think about and care about our channel. And one of them that I think I have still to improve on is commenting back on the comments that come to me, guys. And I'm
Because that's your
guilty of that.
audience.
That's my audience. I'm being guilty of not, responding back to my audience. And it's easy to say, okay, I'll put a heart for you so you know that I saw it. But a return comment
Sometimes that's not
means
enough.
a lot. Yeah, a return comment means a lot
Yeah,
to people. So
it does.
it really does. And I'm guilty of that, guys. You don't understand how guilty I am of not returning some of those comments back. So I'll be working on that continuously to make sure that I do that. Um, I've got some good people as well. Some don't stick, but the ones that do turn out to be great people. And that's all you could wish for, right? Is the people that do stick. They do stick for a reason. There's a reason why they're there for you, and that's important to understand and to because we have no um, control over what people's going to do.
Very true.
What can we do? Um, yes, we stay coming with the returned comments. I feel like that's one thing I
Estina
don't
and
do.
Eve's comments, they will leave you a whole paragraph. Let you know they watched your video from minute one all the way to the end of it.
And one thing is this: Kimberly Lynn says it is deeper than just numbers. What is 3K subs if you only get 50 views? You want loyals, people that genuinely are there for you, watching your content, sharing it out, commenting, etc. And yes, that's true.
Right.
Absolutely. Struggling to keep up with everybody's content too. I do respond to every single comment though. That is so much work, Miss Sugar. That is a lot of work. A lot of work. Yeah, take time. Just make time to leave meaningful replies. Yeah, absolutely. And I am
Right.
guilty. I am guilty.
She
Y'all
Love
probably see
Life
that.
said that she spends an hour of power once a week to get to all her comments. Even if it's
Oh,
just a heart.
that's actually a good idea. I need to make myself a 2 hour power hour, maybe a 3 hour power hour for all the comments I haven't returned, as well.
Right.
From 1 minute until the end. I love that. That's amazing. And I know that Eve Kalmas, who's in here, she taught me get on your comments. She taught me from the beginning, you guys, get on your comments because those are your people that are watching and they appreciate you
Yeah.
replying back genuinely to that. Sometimes I heart and keep moving. Sometimes I feel like I'm doing too much if our comments are too long, but that's just our genuine love. And that's true. I mean, if it's going to be a paragraph or two or three, an essay, whatever it is, that's how you're feeling and that's how you want to communicate to the person that's watching. There's nothing wrong
Yeah.
with that. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Neither do I. I don't see no problem with being yourself and letting people know like I'm really here for you. I feel like people take a liking to that. I don't see no problem in that. If somebody has
Absolutely.
a problem with that, then that's kind of crazy to me.
Right. Exactly. They're gonna be like, you try to do something positive about it, and they try to turn it into something negative.
Yeah,
What's
there's no
going
point
on?
in doing that. I don't see no point in doing that at all.
Hey, that's real love though, Xtina and D from AB and Woo. Cowgirl says there are so many creators that leave the same generic comments. Is this they have a script to copy and paste? One time, someone literally copy and paste my title in the comment. Like, really,
People tend
yo?
to do that to try to get their videos out there. I was watching. Who was I watching? Nikocado Avocado,
Yep.
and he was going in on eating with Q, saying that every tag he used, she'd copy and paste it and use it on her tags to grow her channel. And I'm like, well, she just doing business. Like she just trying to get herself out there the same way everybody else is. Every YouTuber learned from another YouTuber. I don't see anything wrong with that. The only problem I see with that is if you do not give that other YouTuber their props.
The credit, right?
Say who you got it from, who you learned from, how they inspired you to do what you doing now, and then it should be all good. But when somebody tries to copy what you're doing and then make it their own and not say that they got it from you, I feel like that's where the problems come in.
Absolutely, I agree. I mean, in YouTube, it's all about what you copy, what's working. I totally see if there's things that are working out in people's YouTube in the YouTube streets, do it. But there are sometimes where if there's something that's original that someone thrown out, like for example, the C Circle did an amazing job in putting a mukbang together, the around the world mukbang. Why
Oh
wouldn't
yeah,
you want to tag? Why would you not want to say they created it? That's their stuff, especially if you
yeah,
are tagged to do it, you're gonna at minimum say, challenged by the C Circle. I go as far as to say created by, because it's an original creation. No one else has done that.
right, right.
So you have to honor the people that you're with to be able to give
I
them
feel
that
like
love
that's
back.
the respectable thing to do as a human being. Give people
Absolutely.
credit when their credit is due. Don't try to take nobody else's shine. You need to shine on your own.
Oh my God, here we go. Eve, call my bro Rich. You get to know your good twin here. The way mi amigo Angelo talks, he reminds me of you. Oh Lord,
That's funny.
Rich, we haven't sat down and drank yet, my brother.
Which
Genuine
is so
comments. Genuine comments are better than generic. It shows people what their SBS like areas they may want to focus on. It feels good to hear. You look beautiful. That food looks delicious, especially the yams. Those kind of. Oh yeah, okay. She's saying like when you focus on something on about the comment itself, it's not generic. They're
yeah.
talking about something specific
I
to the
can't
video.
stand generic commentary when somebody comes and says yummy, or somebody
And then
comes
that's
and
it.
says, "Wow, great video." Like, huh? What was great about it? What you think was yummy? Did you even look at anything? Did you click?
Right?
What?
Did you
I'm just like, really?
did you lick the
The one
screen?
that gets me, the one that gets me, the most, if when people just come in and says stay connected,
Oh, okay.
that gets me the
Wait
most.
a minute now. There have been conversations, guys. If they are in the spam comments, you leave them there. Get them out, because when you start to move people over from the spam, likely spam comment section, and you approve them and move them over to your channel as a comment, what happens is YouTube is going to look at it and say, "Oh, why is your channel full of spam?" Then they'll start to dox it. So you got to make sure if they fall into the likely spam, remove them, get them out, because there's certain words they're not supposed to be using, like "come back to me," "come check me out," "I hope you subscribe to me too," right? Because you're not supposed to ask for subscriptions. So
Yeah,
remove those guys. The rule is to try to remove them as quickly as possible, because you don't want your channel to be flooded with spam.
that's true. But you know what? Also with the spam comments, it's like somebody leave a genuine comment, you reply to them, and then they'll come back to reply to what you say, and then they'll send that to spam because they just came back to reply to what you say, and they didn't really
Oh
watch it
yeah.
a second time because they already watched it the first time. They sent them to spam. I feel like those comments are okay to let out of the spam because
Yes.
we already had a conversation prior to let me know that you actually watched and you saw what we were talking about.
So as long as there's a trail of conversation that doesn't lead to
Exactly.
sub, then you should be fine. But if there's not, get
Bye
them out.
bye. You're
Bye
right.
bye. I actually confronted another creator for leaving very thoughtless comments. I got tired of it. I wasn't putting up with it anymore.
It's
Hey,
annoying sometimes.
yeah, you have to. If
It's
you,
like
if
you're
I,
commenting just to be seen at this point. You're not really supporting anything.
I,
And
I don't play, is what Cowgirl ASMR said.
I heard cowgirl. I just saw a comment from Vicky's World when she said that she felt very special with me and you, well, with our channel and your channel commenting on her content.
Oh,
So I just want to say we love you, girl, and we
thank
see you
you,
out there
Vicky. That means a
putting in that
lot. Thank
work.
you. Yeah, I mean, especially when you're talking about keep rising. She when she said that keep rising thing, it just touched my heart. To
Yeah,
me, guys, how people touch me is through my heart, not just my stomach, but through my heart and through my soul. So if you say something meaningful in your vlog or in your channel or in your
hmm,
live or in your video, I catch that first. That's what I'm left.
yeah.
That impression that leaves my
It's
that
long
stays
lasting.
it's in my soul. It stays there.
Hmm.
So I like to try to give that back what I receive from people. And so you are very, very welcome, um, Vicky, for that. Thank you, hun. We can't use any S words on here, though. Okay, sorry to remove your comment, hun. To harm, no harm intended. Who said? Who did we?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, we got some fighting. Joseph Erickson says they do it anyways. They send it with emojis. It really doesn't matter. So it's kind of hard when you have a bunch of comments on your channel with a bunch of emojis. Yeah, that's another thing, guys. That whole emoji thing. Had somebody comment on our shrimp boil video and say those crab legs look good, and that's it, and leave it at that. What crab legs?
Wait, but did you have crab legs or did you
Yeah,
just
he had
have
shrimp. That
That
is
is
funny.
funny.
That and how did you reply though? Hashtag the cat is. Did you say, "I wish I had some crab legs"?
Right. Come go ahead and send me them crab legs you talking about because there wasn't none over here, sweetie.
Yeah. Cowgirl says, I have a lot of people commenting what they see is in my thumbnail, so they don't have to actually watch the video. You know what's really cool though about Cowgirl ASMR though is she runs closed captions too, in her channel. So in as she's doing the ASMR, there's comments that she makes,
I love
on the
it.
closed caption, and that's the way she
They are
communicates,
so funny.
right? And so
They are so funny.
if you don't catch that,
You
part
ain't
of
really
the video,
watching
you ain't watched it because her humor comes from the CC.
from those capping. Exactly.
Yep, her personality comes out there. Yep,
Hmm.
I love it when she says "keep rising" every single time. Absolutely. One thing, guys, I want to share before I forget is something that C had mentioned yesterday in our conversation when we talked about oftentimes we reference in general we say we say small YouTube channel, right? And something that C said to me yesterday that really enlightened me, and she said, I don't say small anymore, I now say growing channel.
Yeah.
Is that what you said? And growing channel encompasses a positive approach to um, the smaller YouTuber channel we are. But if you
Yeah.
change that mindset and call it growing, that means there's a positive factor behind it.
Yeah.
And when she said that, it was like a light bulb in my head that said, you know what? That's so true. Because when
Yeah.
you say small channel, what happens? You box yourself into a
You
small channel
minimize
category.
yourself. Yeah. You keeping
Absolutely.
yourself in one place. I feel when you say growing, you know that you're starting at the bottom, but you're gonna rise up to the occasion when your time is your time. I feel like when you say, "Oh, I'm small," you're minimizing yourself to those that are bigger out there rather than trying to meet up with them or be on the same level as them or even outdo them, whatever the case may be. I feel like
Right.
don't minimize yourself. Don't make yourself feel less than anybody else because at the same time we doing all the same thing. We all here for a reason and we're all doing the same thing and we all gonna get recognized in our own way. We just gotta keep pushing through it.
Absolutely. And so you guys, I've learned, if anything I've learned from at least last night's conversation was, to really empower ourselves, and that's such an empowering word, is to say growing channel instead of small channel. Empowering, it gives that growth aspect to the terminology. So
Mhm.
I'll be using a lot more of that, and I'll always be thinking of the C circle and C regarding that, because it's such
That's dope.
a positive way
Mhm.
to reinforce who we are. We're growing channels. We're not small channels, but we're growing channels. So I
Mhm.
thank you, my sister, for that enlightenment, because
It's
that was.
all love
I'll
here.
tell you guys, when I had her on here last night and we were talking, and we were starting to talk, and I'm sitting here like, okay, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. My heart's pattering. I'm feeling it, right? I could feel like I'm about to start crying. When I start to feel those emotions, guys, I feel inspired from people. I feel motivated from people. And so I'm sitting here like,
Love.
oh, so you're not an inspiration? I look at her,
I don't
we having
know.
a conversation
When
like, you're
people
not
say
an
I'm
inspiration?
inspirational, it's mind boggling to me because I'm still learning. Like it be people like 2 times older than me, like you are so inspiring, and I'm like, really? That's something
I,
else. Like that is
come on,
crazy to
boo.
me.
I'm 2 times older than you, and you're inspiring.
I
So
can't even tell.
I'm 45 years old, hon. So,
Wow.
you
Yeah.
teaching an old dog new tricks? Absolutely.
That's
Um,
so. That's like so cool to me. Like I just feel like I'm learning from everybody, and to know that people are actually learning from me as well. Like that's cool to me. I really
and
appreciate that.
Absolutely. I want to throw that out in the universe and let people know you're extremely positive. People are saying it here. Um, C always comes with positivity, so easy to converse with. Absolutely, she certainly
Aw,
is.
I love
Yes,
it.
her vibe is everything, and yes, her
Thank
vibe is
you.
everything, you
Those
guys.
are my babies right there. I appreciate y'all for real.
But that's true. Even when those babies are not saying it, people feel that, and so we are feeling it. People that have been watching you from afar have been seeing that, and it's just those kind of gestures that genuine gestures. And now, y'all don't trip. She'll still come real at you when she need to do, when she need to do.
I'll
But
come in here real swift, but it'll be a genuine swift.
she'll cut you, but she'll cut you with a real knife.
Right.
Um,
Exactly.
We love you and your beautiful family, C. That is
Thank you so
amazing.
much. Thank you so, so, so much.
All my sis dining with, yes, very empowering, definitely
Seeing
empowering.
Diva, love her.
Look at, so we got some really good people in the chat that are saying it's still been sticking with us, guys, and we really appreciate that.
Thank
We're
you guys so
going,
much for being here for real. It's
we
so dope
are,
to have y'all.
we are going into about 2 hours, and if there's anything else that um, Miss C would like to say as far as her channel, her experience in YouTube, the floor is yours, my sister.
Um, I just want to say to everybody, whenever you are feeling discouraged or like you're not moving as fast as you would like to, grab up a couple people that are doing the same thing as you and talk to them about it. Because you're not alone. Everybody is going through similar situations and you would never know it because you're not able to see what they go through behind the scenes. So I say talk and express yourself. That's communication is one of the things that you can do, and you will never know how far you'll be able to reach people or how much better you'll feel after you talk to somebody about whatever it is that you may be going through. I've learned to do that. At first, I was very sheltered into myself. I really wouldn't talk to nobody. But I've learned that talking actually does soothe the soul and it actually does help, especially when you're talking to somebody who's doing something that is very similar or exactly the same as what you're doing. And they have that understanding of your struggle and your passion for things. It makes a huge difference to express yourself. So, like I said, you guys can follow me on Instagram. I put it in the comments. I will put it in again from Chris's. And I also have a personal page that is just me being me. So if you guys want to come to my personal page and talk more about personal things, I am a nurse. Like I said, I see life from different angles, and I'm here to stay. So y'all not gonna miss out on me. I'm gonna always be here from this day until I don't know when. So I'm gonna be here.
Thank you so much. I want to share a lot of people that have been putting some comments on here that have been just very touching. Nursey is my poo. Facts. The C
Oh,
circle makes you feel welcomed. Makes sense. Very sweet spirit. AB and Woo, they always trying to cut up, y'all. Laughing out loud, cutting up. Yes,
AB
C
and
from
Boo.
John Ton Eat says, yes, C, you're so motivational, inspirational, very welcome, very warm and embracing.
Thank
Yes,
you.
all love and support. Miss Sugar said,
Y'all
a
need to
genuine
stop
Swift.
that part.
Miss Sugar says she enjoyed this live. Anisha is saying, you speak in facts.
Thank
Um,
y'all for real.
yes, Jake, thanks for sharing your experiences. Apu, you make me
No
so
doubt.
proud. And Kimberly Lynn's love the name. Let's talk about it. I think puns are great. Yeah, we try to do some big puns up in here. Thanks to
Yes.
and C for this live. I've learned so much. Absolutely, you guys.
Yeah,
I'm
this was an
so
experience in
happy.
itself.
So happy that you guys are enjoying the show as well. All right, y'all. I have to log off this season. Oh, the session was great. Enjoyed the discussion. Was happy to get to know you, Sierra. See,
Oh wait, no, she didn't call me no Sierra.
like
I'm coming for you,
Sierra.
Java. After that,
What's her name?
we
Can
finna
y'all
roll.
remember from the beginning what she said her name was?
Can
Let's see if
anybody
someone get
remember?
it. Rob D, what's going on, my brother? I called you out earlier, but I couldn't see. Let's see if anyone remembers.
She called me Sierra.
We
Yeah,
love us some Circle C.
they're not gonna be able to they're not gonna be able to spell it probably, but I want to see if anybody knew what I said my
So
name was in the beginning of this
someone said
stream.
Cerebra.
Marcos, you know what? I can't.
Serena.
Okay.
He got it right. He said, I
That
was
was
like,
close enough. He missing the I after the between the E and the N. It's an I in there, but he was very close.
oh, there you go. That's a very unique spelling too, then, huh?
Yeah. My
Everybody
mom.
is
It
done.
means my mom is half Spanish. If y'all ain't know that, I don't think I told you that. My mom is half Spanish, so my name is spelled Queen of the Sea in Spanish.
Oh, because Serena in in Filipino is mermaid.
Yep. And in Spanish, it's Queen of the Sea, so it goes hand in hand.
It sure does.
Mhm.
Look at that. I'm done, Marcos. And Marcos says autocorrect.
I feel you with that autocorrect, Marcos, because it be getting me too. That autocorrect be getting me too.
But that's Cerebra way.
I
I'm gonna
said,
find you.
what?
I'm
What
gonna
the heck?
comment one day, be like Cerebra girl.
That was really funny.
Autocorrect me.
Autocorrect be having us out here looking like we don't know what the heck we trying to say.
And how many times? Sometimes I'll be like, oh, I gotta edit this comment again. I gotta delete
For
this
real, I be
comment.
deleting it and putting it back because it's like, what are you saying? That's not what I was trying to get out.
Naisha
That
says,
message is not what I was trying to get out there.
Naisha says she's in tears, and she said that's your new name.
Oh, you know what, Naisha? Don't playing with me, girl. Y'all better not come for me with that name.
Mary T says she loved the live. Much love and support too, and the C Circle. Good night, y'all.
Thank you
And
so
Mary,
much
I'm
for
waiting for
coming.
you. Mary's supposed to start her own channel too, guys.
Okay.
So we are waiting for that
We
to
will wait
happen.
and see what she got coming so we can tune into it.
Boy, I gotta give got a video to edit. I'm gonna sleep you playing with y'all. Hashtag the cannons.
Thank
Thank you,
you for
hashtag for
coming
coming
for
in.
real.
Autocorrect having you sounding dumb.
It sure do. It be
Play
having
in
you
your
sound like you don't
face.
know what you're talking about.
Y'all, I'm posting in our mukbang. They gonna put in the mukbang group chat.
That mukbang group chat is lit, y'all.
Yeah, it is lit, y'all.
It's
Oh my
lit.
gosh. Am I super late, Mr. and Mrs. ASMR? Yes, we're just about to wrap up here in just a little
Hey, but
bit.
you still you was late, but you showed up for the party.
That's right. You still get some leftovers.
Right.
By the way, Mr. and Mrs. ASMR, this is Cerebra. This is my guest, Cerebra.
Honey,
You're
that
not
name
gonna live it
sounds
down.
something type of medical.
You're not gonna live it down.
Night after
Mi
night. Thank you,
amigo.
Marcos. Thank you, Marcos. I appreciate that from you and your
My sis Eve.
autocorrect.
Eve Kalma says, "Mi amigo Angelo, the missing tooth, and Serena, nice meeting you."
Nice meeting you
Cowgirls, like I
too.
really sound dumb. Good night, everybody. Thank you too for this live, the C Circle. I appreciate y'all for opening up to us. Absolutely,
Thank you
we
guys for
certainly,
tuning in.
certainly
For
love
real.
that as well. We are going to be logging off. We're nearly 2 hours, sis. Thank you so much, C, for coming on
Yes.
by and hanging out with us.
So dope.
Um, it was a fun live. I love the. I appreciate Chris being with us for about an hour and 15 minutes until he started to get real, real sick. So for him to be
Yeah.
with us, we appreciate that. And
We appreciate you too for having us. This was quite the experience. We'll come back anytime. Just let us know
yes,
when.
we're gonna come back and bring people back after 90 days to see where you are with your channel, what things have
Yeah.
changed in your YouTube life.
Okay, that's
You'll be
cool.
monetized by then. You'll have,
Hopefully, you know,
you'll have 5 to 10,000 subscribers by then. So, I
we'll
mean,
see.
at the rate you're going, you're gonna be on fire pretty quickly if you're not
We hope
already
so, and we
on
know you are
fire.
too. For real, we know you are too. You
I'm trying my
coming,
best.
you coming hard. We coming hard, and you coming hard, and we see everybody else out there coming hard too.
Yep. And we're gonna band together to get everybody where they need to be as much as we could, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. Stick around for a little bit. I'm just gonna end the broadcast. You guys say good night, everybody.
Bye,
Thank you guys
y'all.
for
Y'all come
all
and check
being
out our new
here.
video tomorrow. We coming out with with another video tomorrow. So I
Miss
hope y'all
Jasmine
tune
says, I
in for
love
that.
y'all. I've been here listening. Love you guys. You spoke a lot of true things. I appreciate you. Thank you, Miss Jasmine. Love you
Love
too.
you, Jasmine.
Rich is crazy. He says Chris was actually doing the dishes. It's a sham.
Ah, shut up, Rich.
Serena girl, don't hate me. She's like, Serena girl, don't hate me. Cowgirl ASMR said.
That is so y'all funny. Y'all are something else. But thank you
Good
guys
night, you
for tuning
guys.
in. Though you guys have a wonderful night.
All right. Bye, guys. See you later.